Alright, this is what I'm calling the do's and don'ts. Okay, this is what I consider the do's and don'ts. Your Robin Hood character, you don't need your Super Ninja. Actually, from levels 5 to maybe 15 or 20 is your main actual character that I used. Once they are upgraded, you can build them quite quickly, and they can do pretty good damage. Your Super Gunner. Your Super Gunner is, to me, is probably the most essential character while still at a low number level. I am almost at level 50, and I am still using the Super Gunner as my main fighting unit. Do have the Super Mortar. I do not really rely on them too much. They have a slow rate of fire. They do have range, though. That's the good thing about the mortars, is they have range, and if you have enough of them, you can push them back. The wizards, I don't really like the wizards too much. I think that they do take a long time to build. They do cost a lot versus how much they actually provide. As for the Dark Angel Golem and the Green Goblin, I am actually saving those three for later on. I'm saving because they are a lot powerful. I'm saving them from when I actually need them, and then also when I have the money to upgrade them. Because if I can get them now, I'm not going to be able to upgrade them to where I need to have them, so it makes the gameplay a lot better. So for that time period, I'm waiting on those. Now the damage on the arrow, I'm actually I'm going through a process right now where I'm going to max that out. That I do want upgraded all the way. It's quite beneficial to have the power. The range, I've only upgraded a couple of times because, well, it's not going to go all the way to the other base anyway, so there's no real point in having that maxed out. Doesn't really matter where you hold off your characters at either. Now the fire speed is just as important as the power or the damage. The fire speed increases how many that come out. So if you have a high damage, the characters get hit more. As for the castle, if my castle does get destroyed, it does get destroyed. It's not, to me, it's not a big deal. That's just an extra money that I don't want to spend right now. The gold was one of the first ones that I did upgrade, and I would suggest doing it again. I've restarted this game probably about 4 times now, and the gold is one thing that I always upgrade first. I do upgrade some of the other characters as well, but that's the one I do max out first. The manas, I do like to keep them somewhat together. If you get the variances in them, you can either store a lot or you get a lot. So I try to keep those together. If I can get one, I try to save up enough money so I can get both of them. And then my cool time. The cool time was actually, I'd say, the second most important thing after gold. The faster you can build units, the faster you can win. Basically, simply put, this is my personal strategy so far. I'm going to be actually getting the Black Wizard probably shortly. I'm going to be continue upgrading my Super Gunners and the mortars. I only have a couple more upgrades that I can do to them, but those are still my favorites.